Good morning, Frank and Ed. This is Mark, and I am creating this recording so that I don't have to spend 10 minutes every time I reformat your merchant files. So I'm going to show you how. I'm going to put it right here on video. You'll be able to see exactly how I do it, and you'll be able to do the same thing. Alright, to start, we're going to highlight all the rows starting with row 3 and work our way all the way down to the bottom of the merchants. Now you're not typically going to have to do this because you're going to be doing it as you go along, and I'll show you how to do that right after us. But for this is what I have to do to put it back in shape. I have to sort by row I and put it in descending order and say OK. Alright, basically what that does, it takes all of the yeses, puts it at the very top. It takes the no's, puts them underneath there. So I'm going to click on the number 29. See how not when it's like that, not when it's like that, but when it's like that. If the mouse looks like that, that's now good. Alright, so I put it right there. I'm going to left click and I'm going to drag all the way down until I get to the end of the nose. Okay, alright, right there's the end of the nose. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to let off of my mouse. See how it goes to a different looking thing here? I'm going to left click and hold down. Oop, I take that back. I'm going to highlight those again. And then I'm going to make the mouse look like that so it's so I can move it and see how it's there. And I click and hold it down. I drag and keep dragging and dragging. This takes a little bit of time. That goes a little bit slow, and I go all the way down until I get underneath categories complete. I paste it in there. I do the same thing. I move category complete up, move, and then I highlight the entire row and delete. Moves that up. Alright, so now we've got, here are all the ones that said yes. I'm going to leave a couple extra rows from 32 down to the next thing here. I'm going to delete those, get rid of those rows. The 20, that's really just for you. For me, I don't really care about it. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete those rows as well. Alright, so now we've got fast food, subs, pizza, dining. See, there's 3 dining that got moved up the front. That's because they have yes and no's in here. Oop, I'm sorry, take that back. There's also there's no one. See how I just click that and drag it down. Anytime you move a row, you have to click all the way over here on the left, and what that does is it highlights the entire row. If I were just to try and do this, then I may leave off the notes, so always just click on the number in front of the row, and then everything that's there, it'll be added in. Alright, going back. I moved that down to the dining so I can do them all at once. There's a fast food. It's going to be called back on Wednesday, so I'm going to just drag that down there. There's 2 sub shops. I'm going to highlight 2 rows. I'm going to right click. I'm going to insert. It gives me 2 free rows. And so I'm going to go up there. I'm going to highlight the subs and drag those down. Alright, now I still got to I've got my 4 dinings at the top there. And these aren't necessarily going to be in the normal order. By distance, I could spend the time and put them in the right order, but for this purpose, it's not that important. See how I accidentally did that, and I made that row bigger. That was bad. I don't want to do that. I can go up here and I click undo, and it's all undone. Or let's say I move all of these and I move them weird, and it's like that. Yeah, and I accidentally do that. All the data is screwed up now. This sheet right now is just a mess. Undo. All back to normal. If I want to undo the last step, I can undo the last step too. And then I can redo it. So just use those anytime you need. Don't worry about making a mistake, just undo. And after you undo, you'll be back to where you were. Alright, so I've got 3 dining places. I'm going to move down here from the top, or 4 of them, so I'm going to highlight the 4 rows, click with my left mouse and drag it down, then release, and then there they are. Alright, so that's how far we got so far. Alright, so now we got some extra rows up here we don't really need. Delete. So that's basically what we're looking at. It's taking 5 minutes 18 seconds for me to get that into shape. Then I got to I'm gonna file, save as, and I'm gonna save it as the normal thing here. Save. Yeah, I'm gonna replace it. All right. So that's what I have to do in order to clean up your files, your mess. All right. Frank, you use a little different program. Pretty much the same thing though. Works very similar. Just have to mess with the mouse, get it to go to the right place. You can click and drag. Very important. So now let's say I go ahead and I get off the phone. Oh, Church's Chicken. Yeah, Monica. Okay, yeah, you want to be on the card. Wonderful. I'm going to put your offer. Put your offer here. Oh, great. And you're at the 401 West Agalutho Road? Great. Okay. And it's Church's Chicken, right? And what's your fax number there? I want to send a copy of the card to you. Okay, yeah, 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you much. You have a great day. Bye. All right. Now I'm done with that phone call. I'm going to click on there. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a yes. Wonderful. So now I'm going to click on the whole row. I click on the number in front of the row, and I drag it up to the yeses. It's a yes now. Oh, but so-and-so said, a dork and don't understand. So, no. Okay, wonderful. So that's a no. So we're going to take that one right now so it's not confusing, it's not in our way, and we don't have to see the no's anymore when we open up our spreadsheet. We don't see the no's. That's why the no's are at the bottom. As you guys know, calling is about sitting and smiling and dialing, and if you're bummed out about all the no's you get, then it doesn't help. But if you're like, I got my 20 yeses, if I get one more, I'm set. That's what you see. You only see the positive things. You see, you look here, okay, Thursday at 8. It's not Thursday. Oh, it is Thursday at 8. I'm going to give him a call. If he's on, wonderful, I'm done. So you put the yes at the top, it's a positive thing. No's, we get those out of our line of sight. We don't need to see the negativeness. If McDonald's said no, that really doesn't affect our life at all. So let's not let it affect our mood. I'm just cleaning it up a little since I'm going to save it again. Actually, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to keep going undo, undo, undo until it gets the way I want it. There, the fax number's changed. And it's good. Everything's set. I don't need to save it really, but I just save a lot. So it's all good. You send it to Mark. You're all set. And that is how you edit files and merchants and everything. Tomorrow on learning how to use Excel, we'll do something really exciting. Stay tuned.